This broadcast is streamed and produced by Midnight Sports. It is not affiliated with any hockey organization, club, or team. Midnight Sports is comprised of hockey parents who stream games for friends and family who cannot attend the games in person. Today's broadcast features D-Biz on production and camera and CDS on commentary. We hope you enjoy it.
Hello and welcome on into Midnight Sports, and we've got the tournament you've been waiting for right here on your favorite youth hockey channel. It's the New York Stars trundle on up the East Coast to Danbury, Connecticut, and this morning they are here to take on the 18U Long Island Rinx. 18U A team from out in Hauppauge has made the same trip as the 16U AA Stars. Should be an interesting mixed age group matchup here from Danbury. About to get rolling, 14 minutes on the clock in this exhibition tournament for the team from Coney Island. The Long Island Rinx are 5-5 on the year. They similar My Hockey rating to the Stars, but of course those My Hockey ratings don't track across age groups, and so we shall see exactly how this one goes. Stars in their navy blues. They are the road team for this game, and it'll be Ryan Speaker in the cage and Ryan Bolonik to take the drop. We are off and running. Clock is ticking. Rinx win that back, but it's the Stars trying to pour forward on the puck. It's going to roll to Braden Murphy, who works that on over for Alec O'Day, who gains the line, sends that one all the way in. It'll be Trevor Adamick trying to pick that one up at the near half wall. Rose to Bolonik, but here come the Rinx. Getting back quickly is Murphy. Rinx with a mini break. They're in on Speaker here, and Speaker able to shut that down in front. He covers it up once and twice, and now it's the Stars trying to come the other way. Well, it was a half chance there for the Rinx. Nearly home. Speaker got down in a hurry on that slow rolling puck, and now the Stars chip it up and out. Bolonik on the puck. He's got Adamick down the right wing. But 40 seconds into this one, it'll be Adamick all alone in the offensive zone. Well, he's got Bolonik now with him. Around the cage comes Bolonik, rolling toward the slot. The Stars are making a change, but here come the Rinx. Skating well early on this Friday morning is the team from Long Island. They'll drop that down, and turning now is Ramos to try and pick it up far half wall. It's the Rinx cutting out the zone breakout just now. Bolonik's still out there trying to separate his man from the puck. Works it over toward Ramos. Ramos, Adamick on the near side. Rolling puck to Bolonik, chipped up toward Adamick. Ramos asks for it back, trying to split the defenders. Rolls off his stick, but comes to Bizarro. Shoots that one in. It's going to be gloved down, spilled in front, still loose. Shot in once and twice. Never really on goal, though, as there were too many skates in the way. But it's Kotcher keeping that puck in the zone, sending it across. That one sticked aside, and Russo picks it up top of the far circle. The alternate captain brings it in farther for Kotcher. Kotcher down low, far side of the ice once more. Bizarro cycles it even lower. 12:24 left to go here in the first period. 14-minute periods, and if either team gets up by 7 in the first and second, or by 5 in the third, the clock will run. Rolling puck in front. Stars get one shot, then two. In on goal. That one saved nicely. And some jostling in front of the cage, but nothing more. Stars with several shots on goal during that sequence. Nothing doing, though, for the team from Brooklyn, New York. And so, 12-12 left to go here in the first. It's going to be an offensive zone draw for the Stars. Schulman to take. He's got O'Connor and Fauci out there as the forwards. Looks to be Murphy and O'Day as the defensive pairing. Puck rolls up toward Murphy, who slaps it in. Oh, a redirection, carries it just wide off the stick of O'Connor. Schulman cycles it lower again. Fauci now drives toward the puck in the far corner. Fauci on the puck there. He's got two Rinxmen all over him, and the Rinx will throw this up and out of the zone. It's O'Day curling back for the puck. O'Day sends that up to the line. Fauci will dump in once more. Schulman gives chase toward the end wall. Rinx there first. They tap it to the strong side, but it's Fauci trying to gum up that zone breakout of the Rinx. Rinx blow a tire. Fauci tracks back for it, chops it off a stick. Rinx feather it on out. Getting on over is Murphy. Schulman covers the slot. Murphy's got a man draped on him, but works it to O'Day. O'Day chips it up and over a stick, and curling for it was O'Connor. O'Connor and Fauci combined. Xavier Men able to work that into the offensive zone, but no farther. Now Bolonik on the puck, tries to chip it farther there. Rinx in the way, right in front of their bench. Bolonik with the puck back, soft pass toward O'Connor, nearly connects. But it'll be O'Day trying to track back at his own blue line. On the backhand, he's got a man all over him there, kicks it to himself. Good, strong stick work by Alec O'Day
to keep that puck out of trouble. O'Day now finds Schaefer. Schaefer up toward O'Connor. Schaefer takes a hit, but he finds O'Connor there. Rinx will take over in the neutral zone. Fire back into their own end. It's now Bolonic on the puck, chipping it farther for Gitman. Gitman draws his sword there, and he's able to work that puck just a bit lower, combining with Bolonic. Tries to find Bergman, near side of the ice. Gitman cycles it around toward Bergman, comes up to the near point. Ramos able to chip it off the boards just a little bit farther, rolling puck out of the zone, though, and Ramos cuts out the threat with his skate. Bergman tracked back for it on the backhand. He'll dump in. Now a lot of action so far here in the early going. 10:30 left to go in the first. It's Gitman dumping that just a bit deeper, rolling puck all the way over to Ramos, who slaps it right back deep in the zone. Stars trying to play a possession game right now and tilt the ice. Bergman, tight angle shot, and that puck is going to come the other way. 2-on-2, 3-on-2 here for the Rinx if they hurry. It was a long shift by the Rinx, and they try to dangle past Ramos, who is wise to the play. Ramos right up to Bolonic. Bolonic has Bergman streaking through the center of the ice. Looked like he could have been offside for a moment. Tries to shovel it farther. It rolls wide of the cage. And so the Stars, the beneficiaries of a non-offside call, comes up to Bergman. He shoots again, and it rolls off his stick at the last second. He taps it to the far side of the ice. Soft backhander on frame by the Stars, and it was saved once again by the Rinx. Now thrown out in front. Rinx first to it. 9:40 left to go. The Rinx have seen enough. They're just going to clear that really high into the air in what's a very nice Danbury Hat Tricks semi-professional arena, and so there's a lot of room up high. It's Bergman, though, gaining the offensive zone, tries to shovel it farther, and the Rinx will come back the other way in the neutral zone and try and dump in. Murphy cuts out that puck, and he sends it point to point for O'Day. 9:17 left to play. Almost no whistles so far in this game as Russo dumps in. Pizarro first to this puck at the end boards, goes against traffic on the backhand. Pizarro sets it up for Kotcher in the slot. Shot in, saved nicely by the Rinx. Back to Kotcher, backhand goes wide on a deflection. Stars sniffing around the net now as O'Day throws that one in. Spilled just in front, sent in once more, and it was Russo cleared out of the blue paint at the last second by the Rinx. Good defensive work by them, keeps this one scoreless. 8:55 left to go in the first. Stars trying to tilt the ice in the early going from Connecticut. Now it'll be Russo on the backhand to take this draw. Pizarro, top of the near circle. Schaefer behind him. Clean win by Russo. To Pizarro, fires in wide of the cage. That rolling puck goes to the far half wall. Rinx to it there. They look to get it out of the zone, but it was the Stars through Kotcher able to keep the zone, it looked like. And so the Rinx have to reset. They do, all the way across the ice. Now up the neutral zone come the Rinx. All over his man on the back check was Russo, and he gets a tap from the bench there, celebrating that nice back check. Puck rolls up on the dasher. Rinx slap it in deep once more. Schaefer will turn for it. He's got a little time and space. Works it up strong side here, trying to get it farther. The Rinx come away with it toward the side of the net. Push just wide, thrown in front. Speaker gets a stick and a pad on it, and it comes out to center. It's Kotcher and Pizarro combining there. Stars need to stay on side. They do. Kotcher had walked the offensive blue line for a moment, so the Stars could stay on the right side of it. Pizarro cuts that out, comes around the side of the cage, tries to tap it in, and the netminder for the Rinx gets down. That's Russo. Now up to the point. O'Day settles it, shoots in, blockered aside by the Rinx is that puck. Russo back on it, far half wall. Rinx man, though, all over him. And here comes the Rinx through the neutral zone. Only so far as Thomas Schaefer, who works that puck over toward Russo. Russo sends that back across the neutral zone. Bouncing puck finds a Rinx man, and it's Fauci on the back check, forcing the Rinx man to dump in. O'Day now on the puck, far side of the ice. 7.5 to go here in the first. Zone clearance. Gets past the blue line, but no farther, and so Schaefer's going to track back forward. He's got a couple of men on him. He is going to twirl with the puck and get shoved into the corner by two Rinx men over there, but rolling puck, Schaefer did very well to kick the puck to Russo, who works that puck up to the near point. The Rinx will dump in once more. Russo pulls that out of the air, shovels it past a man, and this time the Rinx will be offside. And so with 7:11 left to go in the first, we get one of our first stoppages in play here from Danbury, and time enough to tell you the Stars are back in action this afternoon, so keep it right here on Midnight Sports. Stars will be back to it. Believe it, the 4 o'clock hour, we'll get that time for you just as soon as we get another stoppage in play. It's the Rinx working that out, but not past the far half wall. A Schulman pours in, rolling puck through the slot, and the Rinx do recover it and skate it up and out of the zone. It's the Rinx through the neutral zone now, and they'll dump in. Murphy will turn for it behind his own cage. On the backhand, two men there. Murphy able to jump past a man. He was tripped up And the Stars with a delayed penalty as soon as it's touched up. And Speaker being called to the bench for the sixth skater. He heads that way, but it's touched first by the Rinx. And so with 6:39 left to go in the first, Stars to the first power play of the day on the tripping call against the Rinx. It'll be 2 minutes for tripping on the far side of the ice. Penalty box separate from the benches here in Danbury. Always adds an element of intrigue to expiring penalties, but this is a professional rink, and that is why. In any event, it's the Stars through Bolognic to take this draw. 6:39 left to go here in the first. Game 2 is 4:30 p.m. right here on Midnight Sports. Subject to carrier restrictions, we'll have the action for you. The Stars win that forward. Puck gets caught in a few skates, including the linesman, and it's worked up to Bizarro at the near point. Bizarro and Murphy will switch the play. Bizarro shoots in. That one's saved. It was a big screen in front by O'Day. There's no icing here on the penalty kill, and so this one's going to come. Well, there goes the whistle for icing. Interesting. The rules stated that there was no icing on penalty kills, but the whistle sounds anyway, and so the Stars get a break. With 6:21 left to go in the first, 1:42 left to go on the man advantage. It's a Bolognic faceoff. He wins that one back to the top of the circle, but this one's ejected all the way down into the defensive zone of the Stars. Murphy tracks back for it. Murphy on the puck behind his own net. The Rinx try to get set up as they view offense as the best defense, but it's Bizarro taking that with speed. Through the neutral zone comes Bizarro. Into the offensive zone is Bizarro, pushed wide there, and he tries to twirl with the puck. He gets it right back in that far corner, works it to the near side of the ice. Bolognic near half wall, and works it up to Murphy. One-timer doesn't work because Murphy's stick broke. Stars able to work it down to O'Day. They've got Bolognic there. He shoots and he scores! Bolognic on the power play from O'Day. Softly sent across the zone. It was Murphy's broken stick down to O'Day, who found Bolognic for the one-timer. Flipped up and over the Rinx netminder, and just like that, with 5:46 left to go in the first, it's Stars 1, Rinx nothing. Now ensuing faceoff will be Gitman, Adamick, and Kocher out there, with Ramos and Schaefer as the defensive pairing. It's Schaefer taking that faceoff win at his own blue line, working it over for Ramos, who threads it up to the neutral zone where the Rinx take over at their own blue line. It's the Rinx, can't get past Adamick, but it's a bouncing puck that does find a Rinx man pouring into the zone. The Rinx come toward the side of the cage, now near side. Backhanded, no-look pass. Almost connects, but the rolling puck's going to find Kocher in the defensive zone. Tries to eat it up there, and it's Gitman and Schaefer trying to get the puck out of the zone. The Rinx still have it. They'll pour that in deep, and turning for it now is Gitman on the near side of the ice. Gitman takes a hit there in that near corner. Rinx all over him. Rolling puck. Look out. Top of the slot. Fired in. Speaker gets down and jumps on top of that rolling puck near the top of his glove. He had it for a moment, and it rolled out the top of the netting, but he was able to jump on top of it. No harm, no foul there for the Stars. 5:04 left to go in the first. Defensive zone draw upcoming. Now it'll be Shulman, O'Connor, Schaefer on the near side of the ice. Fauci on the far side. Backhands it up to the blue line. The Rinx try to dump it in just a bit farther. It gets kicked around a bit. Top of the near circle. Rinx look to take over once more. They'll dump that in low, trying to play a cycle game on the Stars. Thomas Schaefer says no. Bodies his man, works it up to O'Connor, who's going to skate that out and up for Shulman. 2-on-1 developing here. Shulman's got Fauci in the slot. Shulman shoots in. It's the shot pass score that the Stars have been working on for about a month now. Just couldn't connect as the angle was a bit too sharp. Good defensive work by the Rinx, and now they throw it out of the zone and have a 2-on-2 of their own coming the other way. Getting back is Murphy. Pushes his man long. Pass goes all the way through the slot. Some good stick work by the Stars to get that puck up and out of the zone. The Rinx will have to reset at their blue line. Fauci, puck hunting there on the forecheck. Bouncing puck that the Rinx will have to reset in their own zone. Fauci nearly picked that puck off again on the forecheck. Russo able to keep the zone. No whistle just yet. Puck hits a couple of skates and then's dumped in deeper by the Stars. O'Connor on the forecheck. Russo near side. Russo takes over that puck from O'Connor. He comes to the side of the cage. Keeps control. He's got a Rinx man trying to bury him in the corner. But Russo keeps his skates and works it over to O'Connor. O'Connor dumps it down low once again on the cycle. Russo eliminates his man, leaves it for Bizarro. Bouncing puck toward the blue paint. 2 Rinx sticks in the way. They try to get that puck out of the zone, but O'Connor gets in the way the first time, and O'Day keeps the zone the second. It's O'Connor all the way across, just out of the reach for Bizarro, but he's able to chop that in just a bit deeper. Now Russo on the puck, far side of the ice. Tries to turn, he does. Sends on a backhanded saucer all the way up to O'Day, who can only throw it deeper into the zone as there was no shooting lane, and he didn't want to give up a pass across the blue line, and now the puck is going to roll out of the zone. It was Murphy and O'Day getting back in a hurry to cut out any threat. Murphy in front of his bench is going to gain the line and dump in. Goes off a Rinx man. Bizarro shoots in now on the forecheck. 3:11 left to go here in the first period as Kotcher has the puck. Tries to send it deeper. Does Kotcher. Gets it back on the backhand. Redirected in front on net there by Bizarro, but it was saved nicely by the Rinx man, and now getting back in a hurry is Murphy. The Rinx, though, keep that puck in the offensive zone. On the backhand, they try to pass it farther. It was O'Day getting in the way. Otherwise, it would have been a nice backdoor pass from the Rinx. O'Day kicks it over toward Murphy. Murphy keeps the puck moving to the near side of the ice. Kotcher tries to pick it up there. The Rinx have it to the side of the cage, and it was O'Day clearing out the danger at the top of the blue paint. Kotcher tries to dig it farther. Comes up to the near point. Tucked in farther by the Rinx. It's Russo on the backhand. Hits a man on the zone exit, and so Murphy's going to try the other side of the ice for O'Day. 2:28 left to go in the first. Rolling puck. Rinx keep the zone. They've got it at the side of the circle. They shoot high over the net, and now it's Kotcher trying to chop that puck up and out of the zone. Stars with a little bit of time here as the puck rolls to O'Day, far side of the ice. He's going to use the glass and chip that up and out, and now it's Bizarro. Home run pass connects. Bizarro carries it all the way deep into the offensive zone. Stars can make a change. Bolonic toward the front of the net. Adamic at the top of the blue line. But Bizarro is going to make the safe pass here up to Ramos in the neutral zone. Stars able to recycle and pick up the puck at center ice. Bolonic dumps in. 1:53 left to go here in the first. Adamic to the puck. Carries it around side of the cage. Bolonic will pick it up far side of the ice. It's Bolonic on the puck there. Thinks about a cross-ice pass, but the puck rolls off his stick just a bit too soon. Now the Rinx will come the other way. Rinx into the offensive end. They try to dangle around the Stars. Can't beat the captain in Ramos, who finds Bolonic. Bolonic up to Bergman. Bergman on the puck. Drops it for Bolonic. Bolonic top of the far circle. Shot in. Oh, the backdoor pass just misses for Adamic. And now Schaefer sends that across through all traffic. Bolonic looks to pick that puck up and keep it in the zone. On the backhand, he chops it farther for Bergman. Bergman receives it in stride. Curls, throws in front. Chipped across the face of the goal. Nobody there to tuck it home for the Stars as that puck was bouncing on all. Ramos picks it up in the neutral zone. It's Ramos to the near side of the ice. Tries to find Adamic there. Bouncing puck. Hits a Rinx man who's going to come into the offensive zone. It's the Rinx in a 2-on-2. They shoot in high of the cage. It was a screen shot, and it went high. And now Bolonic, after Bergman separates his man from the puck, finds Adamic. Adamic's told to get that puck deep with under a minute left to play here in the first. It's Bergman. Stays out there on the forecheck. Makes his man take the early pass, and that rolling puck finds O'Day in the zone. O'Day just flips that up deep for Bergman, catches it, sends it all the way across, and it's going to be Murphy keeping the zone. On the forehand, Murphy tracks in low, and it's a skate, bounces around at the end boards, comes back to Murphy after Bergman finds him. Murphy all the way across, looking for a one-timer there were the Stars. Schulman gets across to cut out any breakaway, sends it up strong side, and he finds O'Connor there, who's able to dump it in deep. It is 20 seconds left to go here in the first as Fauci tries to keep the zone. It rolls off his stick. It's going to be dumped down, a rolling puck. Schulman's going to have to get back. He's got a man all over him. That puck's going to come across the slot where O'Day finds it. Schulman did very well to get body position on his man to slow him down, and now it's O'Day being told to shoot the puck. He does. It takes a deflection, goes wide, and that'll do it for an active first period here from the One Hockey Tournament in Danbury, Connecticut. It's Stars 1, Rinx nothing. Stick around. We're going to switch sides. The teams are. We aren't, I promise. We'll do it all over again with 14 minutes on the board in just a moment. This is Midnight Sports.
Midnight on the neon-lit streets. Sports dreams in the glow, sweet defeat. Dreaming through the shadows, gotta compete. Ball flying high, no room for retreat. Heroes sweat under the darker lights. Echoes of victory in the dead of night. Streaming battles on screens so bright. Living legends shining ever bright. Midnight sports under a digital moon.
All right, folks, we are ready to roll here for period number 2. Just waiting for the netminder check as well as the scorekeeper check here at the main rink in Danbury, Connecticut. Puck's dropped one forward by the Rinx. It's Kocher, though, trying to scoot it back to a defender. That puck's just going to roll wide, and Ramos able to work that puck up toward the near point. Bizarro on a nice breakout play. That one's going to roll all the way across. It's Kocher throwing it off the glove. He's going to pick this puck up. He was on the right side of the red line, touches it first, comes up to Bizarro, shoots in. That puck sneaks through. That's a Stars goal. Kocher for Bizarro. That puck went up, rode the stick of the netminder through the arm of the Rinx man. And just like that, the Stars double their lead 21 seconds into this second period. They'll get a line change for their troubles. Will the Stars, who are able to put a marker up there on the board. Ensuing faceoff, one there by the Stars, comes back to Murphy. Murphy across toward O'Day, and O'Day's going to chip that forward through the neutral zone. It was the Rinx who were pushing very hard from that opening faceoff of the second period. Clearly fired up after the strategy session at their bench, and expect them to continue to push hard here. But it's the Stars trying to keep that puck toward the offensive zone. Rinx take over at their own blue line. It's Gitman trying to stick lift his man, but the Rinx pour forward once more. It was Bolognic losing his stick there, and now it's chipped all the way across, looking for a body in front were the Rinx. They'll pour that puck just deeper into the offensive zone. Rinx with the puck behind the net, thrown across into the slot, but it's Bergman who's able to pick that up. Riley Bergman all the way toward the offensive zone. He shoots in, and that one's just high of the cage, as that puck was carried into the zone by a Rinx man, hence no offside, as Bergman had creeped into the zone just momentarily. It's O'Day who picks that pass off at the 50-yard line, and he's able to dump that puck just a bit deeper. And the Rinx try to send it all the way out, but can't get past Murphy, who throws that one in on net, and it's going to be dropped by the Rinx netminder on purpose, as there were no Stars by him. This is going to have icing waved here, as Speaker is going to leave the puck for Murphy at the side of the cage. Rinx were making a change anyway, and now on the quick up, that doesn't connect. The Stars have an icing called against them, and so with 12:18 left to go in this middle frame, time enough to catch our breath for a moment here from Danbury. And remind you, 4:30 p.m., subject to carrier restrictions. Stars back in action for Game 2 of the One Hockey Tournament here in Connecticut on the rink next to this one. But it's the same couch that you can watch from all 4 round-robin games. And hopefully for the Stars, a 5th game here. Oh, the shot gets deflected in. And in front, it was the Rinx who were able to cut this lead in half on a soft deflection in front. Rinx able to put it past. And so, with 12:08 left to go in this second period, we've got a hockey game on our hands here. It's the Stars 2, the Rinx 1. And now the Stars will need to push back. You saw the push from the Rinx there. And it's Schaefer pushing his man aside, trying to take the puck off him. The Rinx collect at the end boards. It's the Rinx work that up to the far point. They send it all the way across. Top of the near circle, the Rinx have it. They try to shoot in. It hits a couple of bodies, goes wide. Speaker gets set once more, and it's the Stars with a couple of shot blocks. That puck never made it through, but the Rinx able to keep the zone. Bodying his man is Schaefer, worked on over by Schulman. That puck is chipped up, but not out of the zone just yet. Rinx take over once again. Speaker gets down on that one on the redirection in front. And so with 11:33 left to go in the second, it's an offensive zone draw for the Rinx. Rinx in their home white jerseys here, as the Stars are in their road navy blues. Of course, every team is on the road, but one team needs to be the home team and get the last change and the benefit of a stick down last in the neutral zone on faceoffs. In any event, just a little discussion between the officials and the alternate captain Russo after the Rinx had been complaining on the whistle in front, but it's Russo who's able to guide that puck back toward O'Day. O'Day on the puck, near corner, tries to chip it on over, and he's successful in finding Murphy. Murphy brings that puck up toward Kocher. Kocher sends the puck up through the neutral zone. Bouncing puck finds a Rinx man, and so the Stars will have to reset in their own zone. O'Day on the puck, and he sends it up through the neutral zone. It was Murphy trying to chip it farther. The Stars called for an icing once again on that long pass, and so with 11:07 left to go in the second, It's going to be an offensive zone draw for the Rinx. Now it'll be Russo on the drop. Far circle, ties up his man, and shovels the backhand up toward Murphy. Murphy works it over to the near side of the ice where the Rinx have it. They shoot it in on Speaker, who sticks that up and aside, so there was no rebound to tuck home. Russo picks that up, gains the line, and dumps it on in. It's now Bizarro firing on the puck near the end boards. He's going to turn with it on the backhand near side of the ice. He's got O'Day at the point, finds him there. O'Day shoots in, that hits a body. It's chopped out of the air by Kocher, who settles that puck down and works it deeper for Russo. Russo tries to touch it past a man there, and Kocher gets it back on the backhand. It's still Kocher on the puck. He's got Bizarro at the end boards. Instead, he's going to carry it in just a bit deeper. He's got Russo across the slot, tries to get it to Bizarro on the redirect. Murphy picks up that rolling puck all the way deep. It's down to Bizarro. Bizarro turns on the forehand. That's kicked aside by the Rinx netminder, and the Stars through Kocher, able to keep the zone. That puck's worked just a bit deeper toward Russo. Russo picks up the puck at the end board, still has it. Rolling puck is going to find a Rinx man, though, and bounce up. That's going to be a hit that's going to go against O'Day, as the Rinx man had gone down after O'Day came across. Didn't look like there was any malice in it. And the officials, though, discussing whether there was a hit to the head on that. Always tough for a man the stature of O'Day, as his shoulder is very often at the same height as the head of a man. And so we'll see exactly what gets called here, as O'Day just listens in. Ramos skates on over, the captain trying to get a evaluation, but it's O'Day skating back to the bench here. And the Stars, who are somewhat shorthanded this morning, well, it's going to be called a major here, and the Stars want an explanation. 5 minutes on the board, and that is a very, very tough call for the Stars, as they're going to call it a major. Shoulder to the head is the call on the ice. And the Stars bench asking for an explanation, saying, what could O'Day do there? He was skating across the ice, and it seemed very much like the head and the shoulder collided, as opposed to O'Day leaning into his man. But O'Day off the ice, 5 minutes on the board. And so just like that, it's a major against the Stars, who are up a goal but down a man for the next 5 minutes, regardless of whether the Rinx score. And almost as importantly, or perhaps more importantly, that puck comes in. Speaker gets a cross on a bouncing puck in front that went off the chest of a Rinx man. And now the Stars trying to clear this puck all the way down, but the Rinx grab it and work it to the far side of the ice with 9:45 left to go. That puck's going to be sent up and out of the zone. We'll see if it's on target. Whistle's going to go here, but there should not be icing on these penalties, and yet there are. And so the Stars, as instructed by their coaches, who were instructed by their, what we thought was in the know team manager on the rules of the tournament, icing being called on penalty kills, and so the Stars will have to adjust there. The Rinx win that face-off forward. They work it to the far corner. 4:23 left to go on the man advantage here for the Rinx after the major call against the Stars. 9:27 left to go in the second. Fired in, deflected up behind the net. Speaker gets a cross and kicks that one aside at literally the last moment. And now it'll be the Rinx curling with the puck. Far side of the ice at the blue line are the Rinx. They send it to the near circle. Some jousting in front between Murphy and a Rinx man. And now it's the Rinx trying to work that puck at the top of the near circle. Slapper comes in, goes well wide of the cage. Perhaps the Rinx were looking for a deflection there. They'll pick it up. Far circle. Kocher watches his man wide, and it's thrown in front. Puck sits in the blue paint, cleared to the top of the blue line, shot in wide. Murphy now tries to get this puck out of the zone. It's going to roll toward Gitman. Gitman on the puck, chips that up to the boards, and now it's Bolognic on that rolling puck, sends that up and out of the zone. It takes a deflection, and it will be the Rinx picking that up in their own zone. They send it up through the neutral zone, do the Rinx. Bolognic watches his man and pushes him just wide there and in front of the scorer's booth, but it's the Rinx, top of the near circle. They send it back toward the point. Getting a stick on it for a moment was Russo. It sits in the near circle, sent all the way across for the one-timer. Gets caught in some skates, luckily for the Stars. Now the Rinx will try the near side of the ice. They shoot that one wide. It's going to rim all the way out. And so the puck is going to roll all the way to the Rinx end of the ice. And it's the Rinx trying to set something up in a hurry. So they can't quite get through the neutral zone, though, as Russo had gotten in the way of that puck. It's the Rinx setting it up once more in the offensive zone now. Screen shot. Speaker gets down, kicks that aside, and it will be the Rinx picking the puck up at the near side of the ice. Sending it all the way across are the Rinx. Shot in, spilled in front. Speaker gets across once and twice. That one's tucked home, though, on the third attempt. And after a tough major call against the Stars, it is the Rinx scoring and tying this one up. And so it's the Stars that will need to answer back. Still down a man for the next 2 minutes and 26 seconds. As the Stars try to win that faceoff, but the Rinx come away with it. And it's a shot that's blocked by Thomas Schaefer. Thrown across, Speaker gets down, and the Rinx score once more. Well, this game has changed in a hurry. And so, it's the Stars who now find themselves down a goal. And the Stars looking to strike back. Now the Rinx have the puck in the offensive end once more. They shoot in. Speaker able to make that save. And so we get a stoppage in play here for a moment. .7:11 left to go in the second. 2:04 left to go on the major to the Stars. Rinx have scored twice on it. And it's the Stars looking to kill off the rest of this and try and get back in this game after, again, what was a very tough call against them. It's the Rinx at the top of the near circle. They've got the puck there. They'll stop and delay, work that all the way across. Slapper comes in. Speaker gets down. That puck's rolling, and it was Murphy who gets between two Rinx men to cut out the ensuing shot, and that one's touched home. And the Rinx score once more. It's now a 4-2 hockey game here in the second. And the Rinx still up a man for the next minute and 44 seconds. The Stars fans getting restless now after the Rinx have scored 3 goals on the major penalty against the Stars. Stars don't feel like the call was a good one. And so 6:51 left to go here in the second, and a game that's been turned on its head by a tight call on the ice. It's the Rinx moving that puck at the blue line on up. It's Schaefer coming back for it. And he'll curl behind his net. Will Schaefer. The Rinx come away with it. Speaker gets down on the wraparound attempt. And now it'll be Fauci chipping that puck up and out of the zone. And Schulman on the puck there as the Rinx will come the other way. It's a 3-on-2 here for the Rinx as they wait to break into the offensive zone. Rinx on the puck. They fire in, but it was Ramos bodying his man. And now the Rinx will take over once more. 6:15 left to go here in the second. Stars by no means out of this, but they do need to kill off the remaining 1 minute and 2 seconds left on the major penalty as the Rinx have the puck in the neutral zone. The Rinx at the logo. They try to work it up to the blue line. Schaefer able to get in the way of that puck. Rinx pour in and work that down to the slot. They can't pull the trigger because Schaefer and Schulman had gotten across. Speaker gets across, makes the save on the one-timer from the far side of the ice. It's now Schulman being bodied on the puck in the far corner. Rinx able to chip that puck up, but now it's Fauci picking up that puck in the neutral zone. He carries it across there, and it's the Rinx trying to work that puck up. Stars able to chip that puck in deep. 25 seconds left to go on the man advantage. And it'll be the Rinx chipping that puck up to the near defensive point. Now a 2-on-2 developing for the Long Island Rinx into the offensive zone. That puck chipped off a body in front. It comes up to a Rinx man, shot in, deflected up and over. And on the deflection, the Rinx score again on what was a terrible call on the ice. And so with 5:17 left to go here in the second, 4 goals on the major for the Rinx. Still 10 seconds left to go on the man advantage. And the Stars find themselves down 3 with 5 minutes left to go here in the second. Well, it's the Stars on a mini break. It's Bizarro in all alone, tries to touch it home, can't quite do it as the big skate of the Rinx man gets in the way. Kocher on the ensuing shot. 4 minutes and 52 seconds left to go here in the second as the Rinx have the puck at the far side of the defensive zone. That puck's going to roll up and find a Rinx man at the logo. Adamick able to get in the way of it, but the Rinx carry it into the offensive zone. Murphy tries to get the puck up and out. It's Murphy at the blue line. The Rinx take over once more, and now it's Kocher chipping it to the far side of the ice as the Stars get bodied, but not long enough to keep the puck in the offensive zone for the Rinx. Stars able to gain the line and send that puck all the way in deep. Bizarro digs it off the wall, throws it toward the net where the Rinx take over once more. That puck comes all the way across. It's Gitman able to keep the zone. Gitman on the puck, chips it in deep. Russo there in the corner, and it'll be the Rinx taking over once more. It's a puck that rolls up to Schaefer. Schaefer on the puck, fires that in. Deflection carries it toward the side of the cage, and now the Rinx all over the Stars. Of course, no call coming here, just some after action, as is usual. Here it looks like now the Rinx and the Stars might both be going to the box. We'll see if with the after action. Now the officials not even watching the players now, who are still disgusting. Disgusting maybe, but discussing is what I meant. Who knows how the equipment smells after 2 periods of hockey. And in any event, the Rinx making sure the Stars know what the score is in this game as they continually point to the board. But we'll see exactly what all the paperwork looks like. After this, looks like it'll be Russo to the box for the Stars. Perhaps just a moment here as the Rinx seem very happy to delay in front of the Stars bench here. And it looks like Ramos just going over to get an explanation here as Russo goes to the box, as does a Rinx man. The Stars have to feel aggrieved right now after the major call against them led to 4 goals for the Rinx and upended what had been a very competitive hockey game. The Stars still with 17 minutes and 56 seconds left to salvage something out of this one, but they find themselves in a 3-goal deficit right now here in game 1 of the One Hockey Tournament. Well, Ramos gets the explanation, skates back over to his bench to have that discussion with the leadership group here at the Stars bench, right in front of the camera well. And of course, the official also talking to the Rinx bench, the other official is. And we'll see, looks like a 5-minute major put up on the Rinx right now. We'll see if there's one added for the Stars here as well. Looks like we've got 5 skaters out there for the Stars right now, and perhaps 5 skaters for the Rinx. So still probably some LED lights left to be lit up on the scoreboard here in Danbury with 3:56 left to go in the second. We shall see. One skater in the box for each team. Well, and there's the second skater being told to go over to the box for the Rinx. And so now a 5-minute major called on the Rinx. Russo sits in the box for the Stars. And so it looks like It's a call that ultimately has gone in the Stars' favor, but of course, unless they score 4 on this major, still feeling aggrieved. Bergman shoots in. That puck gloved aside by the Rinx netminder and then dumped on down by the Stars. It's Bolonic to pick up at the near half wall. Bolonic on the puck, sends that up toward the blue line, but it's going to be chipped up and out of the zone by the Rinx. Getting back quickly is Schulman. To the side of the cage come the Rinx. They fire it well over the net, but they have the puck in the offensive zone. It's Bolonic picking it up, working that puck for Murphy. 4:30 left to go on the major, 3:25 left to go in the second period as Bergman picks up that puck in stride. It's Bergman, far side of the ice, carrying it through the neutral zone. Comes Bergman. He's going to chip and chase, pick up that puck toward the end boards. Bergman on the puck, works it up all the way to the top of the blue line. Schulman on down for Bizarro, spins it across, just misses. Oh, the Stars needed that one. We'll see if they can pick it up on this possession anyway. Rolls up to Murphy, does the puck, down toward Bergman. Bergman near circle. He finds Bolonic there, who shepherds it up to Murphy, all the way across for Schulman. Schulman sets up the wrister. Deflection not coming for the Stars. Rolling puck near half wall and sent out of the zone by the Rinx. This one should come down for an icing. It does, with 2:48 left to go in the second, 3:52 left to go on the major. And the Stars searching for some answers here, down 3, but a golden opportunity with 3:52 left to go on that major penalty to the Rinx. Now it'll be Kocher to take the draw. He's got Adamek in the slot, O'Connor near side, Ramos and Fauci out there as men on the blue line. It's Fauci able to keep the zone. He's going to dump that in deeper toward Adamek. Rinx to it. They try to get it on the strong side out of the zone. Adamek able to pick the pocket of his man. Adamek side of the cage, tries to throw it in front. It goes over to the far corner. Stick lift works for a moment as the Rinx just try to tie it up against the boards. The Rinx have the puck in that near corner. Adamek releases his man. The Rinx send that all the way around, but it's Ramos keeping the zone. Ramos fires in. Deflection carries that wide. A wonderful save there by the Rinx as the Rinx man tries to chop at the Stars afterwards, but it's Ramos working that over toward Fauci. Fauci loads up. That's carried on a deflection up into the glass, and the Rinx throw that up and out of the zone and hit a Stars stick. So this rolling puck's not going to go for an icing. 3:03 left to go on the major. 1:56 left to go in the period. It's Fauci carrying that through the neutral zone with speed. To the near point comes Fauci. Looking toward the slot is Fauci. Sends it all the way across. Nobody home for the Stars as Kocher picks it up and works it over to Ramos. Back down to Kocher. Kocher, far circle on the forehand. Able to work that puck up to Ramos. Ramos dances in all alone. Far circle. Ramos in tight now. Shoots in. That's deflected and saved and then chipped up, but not out of the zone. Bergman there. Deflected shot carries that wide. And it'll be the Rinx trying to take that puck and send it up and out of the zone, but Ramos gets across for it. Fauci on the one-timer shoots wide of the cage. Rinx have it at the near circle, but it's now O'Connor who's able to tuck that just a bit deeper. The Rinx through momentum try to carry that up and out of the zone. Ramos in the way. Puck sits at the blue line, and now the Rinx do chop it on out. 1:06 left to go in the period. 2:09 left to go on the major, and it'll be Bergman on the puck, far side of the ice. He's going to skate this up through the neutral zone. Stars making a partial change as Bergman carries it into the offensive zone. That's chipped up off the shoulder. And it goes for a save by the Rinx, and now Schulman on the puck. Sent all the way across toward O'Connor. O'Connor on the puck now, works it in just a bit deeper. The Stars will give chase through Bizarro. Bizarro back to O'Connor. O'Connor on the backhand, tries to send that net front, bouncing puck toward the blue paint. No Stars there to touch it home, as they were in a soft outside shell on that particular power play, if you will. It's now the Rinx pouring in tight, but getting to it was Schulman, who worked that puck up to the blue line, and he's going to find Bizarro there. Bizarro on the puck, carries it in the offensive zone, goes around a man, curls in front, tries to tuck it home, but a poke check by the Rinx netminder cuts out the threat. 15 seconds left to go. Murphy fires that in, and it's a save there by the Rinx man. With 12.5 seconds left to go in the second, 1:16 left to go. On the man advantage, and it looked like it was coincidental minors that Russo went for, and then a major to a separate Rinx player, and that sorts out the paperwork there. In any event, it's now a puck that's worked up by the Stars, but offside. Murphy doesn't like the call. But with 7.2 left to go in the second, it'll be a face-off coming outside the zone on the Stars offside. Well, the Stars will have some work to do. going into the third period here. And you can expect the Rinx to try and kill off this game in the offensive zone as much as possible once it gets back to 5-on-5 hockey. But it's not there quite yet. The Rinx are going to send this all the way down. Speaker just watches that one go wide. But before it goes for an icing, there goes the buzzer in the second. And so, after 2, it's the Rinx 5, the Stars 2. Stick around, 14 minutes coming up for period number 3 right here on Midnight Sports. All right, 14 minutes on the board. Still 1:03 left to go in the major to the Rinx. Stars need 3 goals at least, and they need them in a hurry. It's the Rinx trying to come into the offensive zone, though, down a bit. But Bolognic and Bizarro combine in the neutral zone to gain the offensive zone. Bizarro curls on the backhand, takes that puck in deeper. He's got Bergman near post, Schulman at the point, and it's Murphy who settles that puck down. On a wrister, shoots in, getting across was the Rinx man. Rolling puck up to Schulman, who fires in just high of the cage. Rebound comes in front, rejected by the Rinx, thrown all the way across. Finds Murphy, sent in once again, and it's the Rinx. Now all over Bizarro in front. Couple of cross checks to the head, uncalled, and it will be a face-off in the Stars' offensive zone. Now, Stars getting just a little bit agitated with the lack of calls in the blue paint, but the officials trying to let both teams play it a little bit here, as they've already called 2 majors in this game. And the faceoff rolls up to Schulman at the blue line. He works it over for Murphy. 25 seconds left to go on the man advantage as Murphy has the puck, works it down toward Bergman. Bergman stalks in, shoots in. That puck comes off a leg pad. Nobody to touch it home there for the Stars as the Rinx able to get that puck to the slot, but no farther. Schulman taps it there, and it's a stick lift by Bolognic as that puck comes all the way up to the far point. Just 6 seconds left to go as Murphy has the puck near side, deflected in and saved nicely on the Bizarro deflection. And now it's Bergman who works that puck up. 5-on-5 hockey here as the Rinx stick that up into the netting. So credit to the Rinx on the 5-minute major. They were able to kill it off without any damage from the Stars. This remains a 5-2 hockey game in the Rinx favor with 12:50 left to go in the third. Well, the ensuing faceoff has Gitman at the far circle. Plenty of time here for the Stars to get back into it. Fauci creeps in, well past the line on the far side. And it'll be the Stars trying to work that puck deeper. It rolls up to the blue line. Ramos able to keep the zone. He sends that in. It's going to be sticked aside by the Rinx and then sent all the way out of the zone by the Rinx defenders. Ramos will pick up that puck on the backhand. He takes a elbow to the chest and gives a big smile to the man who tried to hit him but missed him on the big hit. The Rinx now will come the other way. The Rinx all the way into the offensive zone. They shoot in. Speaker kicks that aside. That rolling puck comes to the side of the cage. Speaker able to tap it farther, and the centering pass doesn't connect as Ramos had gotten down. That puck rolls out front. Speaker sticks it aside with some help from Gitman. Still behind the cage is the puck. Rolls up, and Adamick cuts it out. He's got Fauci with him. It's a 2-on-1. Fauci into the offensive zone. Shoots in. That puck spilled in front. Adamick off the crossbar. Oh, baby. That looked like it was in. Instead, it hit the pipe, and you could hear the iron sound, and so onward we play. The Stars desperately need a goal here in a hurry. That puck just a little too high as it was rolling, Adamick did very well to keep it down, and it's a game of inches. And in that case, 1 inch made the difference for the Rinx. It's now Russo across for Murphy. Rinx able to throw that up and out of the zone. At rolling puck at the logo, finds Kocher, tries to send it in, and hits a body. Russo picks it up, carries it into the offensive zone. It's Russo on the puck, far circle, shoots in. That one's kicked aside by the Rinx netminder once more. Backhander carries it in front. It's still loose, and taking a couple of hits in front there was Bizarro, but it's covered up by the Rinx netminder. And so with 11:21 left to go here in the third, it's going to be an offensive zone faceoff for the Stars. It's Russo at the far dot. He was able to win that to Bizarro, sends it up to Murphy. Murphy on the puck, all the way down low there. Shot in, rolls in front, and the bouncing puck couldn't be corralled by the Stars, and so the Rinx send that up and out of the zone. They tap it farther there, as it'll be Murphy picking up that puck and curling to the far side of the ice. Out skating his counterpart there was Murphy. He carries it all the way into the neutral zone, gets dragged down, but is able to work it to Kocher, who picks up the puck on his forehand in the defensive zone. Kocher over toward Russo. Russo probing the neutral zone now are the Stars. Russo gains the line, takes a late hit there. No call coming, and so onward we play. It's the Stars picking it up in the offensive zone. The Rinx, though, send that up and out. Murphy tracks back with his man, and now the Rinx have it toward the side of the cage. They're going to curl all the way around. Getting across was Speaker, and jamming up the shot was Murphy and O'Connor. Couple of slashes there from the Rinx. No call coming. They were on the stick, and no stick was lost, and so just some good back checking by the Rinx. It's now the Stars trying to work that puck forward in the neutral zone. It's Russo who picks it up and works it into the offensive zone as the Rinx will take over once more. And it's Bizarro on the forecheck. Rinx get that up and out of the zone. Ramos able to keep his skates after a hit in the neutral zone, and then O'Connor fires it in and across, but the Rinx will pick it up as the Stars making a change here. 9:52 left to go. Just a little bit of the air out of the stadium right now as the Rinx trying to kill the life out of this game. Coming across was a Rinx man, went for the hit instead of the puck, and he lost it, and so Ramos picks that puck up at the far point, tries to get that puck in deeper. Bergman able to avoid a hit, and he gives a little shove and a what for there after releasing the puck. It's the Rinx taking over once more, working it up to the near half wall. Puck tucked in just a bit deeper by the Rinx with a little time and space now. Adamick on the forecheck, Bolonic and Bergman, the other forwards on the ice. That puck comes off the linesman, and it'll be Bergman picking it up. Far circle, Bergman on the forehand, shoots just wide of the cage, and it goes up and out of play on a deflection. 9:12 left to go here in the third period. And the Stars with an offensive zone draw upcoming. Well, still some twists and turns yet to go here in this game, almost certainly, but it'll be Bolonic at the nearest circle, trying to win this faceoff over toward Adamick. He does, and Bergman gets the return pass, tries to throw it toward the slot. It hits a stick, and the Rinx able to send that up to the far point. A great keep by Ramos, flicked in just wide of the cage. Rinx try and pick it up near side of the ice. Rolling puck is going to escape the zone. It's tapped farther there by the Rinx. Ramos turns, shot comes in well wide of the cage, and Schaefer to pick it up on the forehand. Soft touch up into the neutral zone. He was looking to find Bergman in stride. Just a little bit of an ice monster gobbling that puck up and didn't reach him at first. And now it's going to be Adamick and Bergman on the forecheck. The Rinx just throw that across the neutral zone. Again, trying to kill off this game as much as they can are the Rinx. It's Schaefer on the puck. He's going to turn in his own zone and then work it over toward the Stars. It was Bolonic tracking back for it, and that puck's going to come all the way across. Adamick told to make a line change. He does. Bergman stays out as the forechecker. The Rinx send it to the far side of the ice. It's now a puck that rolls as it comes through the neutral zone. And now it is Schulman working that puck up toward O'Connor, who takes a big hit, gets leaned into. Schulman picks it up, shoots in. That's kicked aside. Ensuing play, rolls up on the netminder. It was his own defender who had put it in, trying to put it into the gear to freeze the puck, but instead it turned into another shot on goal. But now Kocher picks that puck up, and it will be Kocher carrying that all the way deep into the offensive end, looking for Schulman there, chopped across behind the cage, so Fauci to pick it up and send that puck in just a bit deeper. Rolling puck up toward the half wall. Kocher mans the point here, feathers it just a bit farther for O'Connor. It's Schulman on the puck, on up to O'Connor. O'Connor all the way across the blue paint, nobody home for the Stars. Murphy picks it up, far circle, sends that in. It goes just wide on a deflection. Kocher to pick up the puck once more and touch it deep. Kocher down toward Fauci. Fauci on the puck over for O'Connor. O'Connor tries a shot that's blocked. Rolling puck toward Fauci. Fauci near corner. Fauci on the puck still, works it up to the point. Kocher there, sets up a shot. Deflection carries it on net. It was O'Connor who had gotten it on target. But it was saved nicely by the Rinx man in tight. And so with 7:04 left to go in the third, it's the Stars still looking for some answers here. They went up 2-0 early, but a major call that certainly the Stars feel aggrieved about changed the game and turned a 2-1 lead into a 5-2 deficit for the Stars. It's Pizarro out front. Russo nearly tucks it home, but it's a save by the Rinx netminder. And now that puck comes all the way across toward Kocher. Kocher on the deflection, and it's Pizarro who tries to send it in on net on the rebound, but it rolls all the way to the end boards, and so it's the Stars desperate to dig this puck out. It's Russo on up to Murphy. Murphy on over to Kocher. Kocher on the puck. Rolling puck sent in, kicked aside by the Rinx man. And now it's the Stars through Gitman trying to work that puck up to the near half wall. Gitman finds Russo. All the way across it comes for Murphy. One-timer deflected, and it's touched up and out of the zone by the Rinx. Kocher able to cover and get that puck up the strong side. Now 3 Rinx men in on the puck, but Pizarro comes away with it. Pizarro into the offensive end. He dangles around one man. He gets it chopped off his stick near the cage, but he picks it up in that far corner. Pizarro takes a hit, works it up to Russo. Soft pass by Russo to Murphy. Murphy walks the blue line on the wrister. He sends that in toward Pizarro, and that puck's going to roll all the way up to the half wall and then to Murphy. Murphy on the puck once more. Slapper carried high and wide of the cage on the deflection. The Rinx will come away with it at the near half wall. Gitman able to jam it up, though, momentarily. The Rinx are just going to send that softly up and out of the zone. Again, killing off more of this game. In the neutral zone are the Rinx. Rolling puck up to Gitman. Gitman dumps it in. Russo stays out there on the forecheck, and the Stars will get a 4-man change. Rolling puck up toward Ramos. Ramos chips it just a bit farther at the far half wall. Ramos trying to get the puck out of his colleague's skates there as the Rinx will carry this up the near point, and it's Bolognic and Adamek trying to take the puck off their man, but the Rinx carry it all the way into the offensive zone. The Rinx side of the cage, they shoot and score. Well, bar down there from the Rinx, and that's a 6-2 game for the Long Island Rinx with 5:11 left to go. Nary a chance for the Long Island Rinx here in the third. And it was a puck that found the 2 inches above Speaker's shoulder, hit the bar. You know, a lot of folks will say a goalie's got to stay up in that situation, but certainly they protect more of the net by going down and force the shooter to make a play. Regardless, though, about technique, it's still a 4-goal lead for the Rinx. And they've got to feel like they've put this game mostly out of play at this point. Still 5 minutes for the Stars to prove them wrong. But it's the Rinx coming back in, shooting high, and working that puck over to the near point. As that rolling puck finds Ramos. And Ramos sends that up for Bergman, who has the Ice Monster gobble up his skates, and so the Rinx will take over in their own end. It's the Rinx working that up to the neutral zone, and Schaefer on the puck, who's going to dump that puck in deep. Rinx will pick it up in their own end, and that rolling puck comes all the way out to the neutral zone where O'Connor has it. O'Connor on the puck, working that just a bit deeper, but the Rinx will take over once more in the neutral zone. Now in the offensive zone, they shoot in. Speaker able to shrug that aside, and that puck comes all the way up toward Bolognic, who tries to get that out of the zone, not once but twice. Rolling puck eventually finds Schaefer, and Schaefer carries that up and out of the zone. He's got O'Connor on the near side, Bergman on the far side, but the Stars offside with the Rinx jamming them up at the blue line. 4:03 left to play here in the third period. Well, a reminder, Midnight Sports back in action here at 4:30 p.m. from the other rink here in Danbury as the Stars have game 2 of the one hockey tournament. But look out, it's a partial break. Getting across was Murphy. And tucking that puck deeper are the Rinx. It's Kocher on the puck, able to jam that farther over toward Fauci. But the Rinx get it back. They shoot and they score. Well, they're pouring it on here are the Long Island Rinx. And just like that, it's a 5-goal lead. And so the clock starts to run as the Rinx are leading 7-2. And even the most optimistic Stars fans are starting to lose hope. It's Schulman on the puck into the offensive end, trying to shoot in. He finds O'Connor. O'Connor in tight, shoots and scores. Well, all right. Just a little bit of motivation there and momentum for the Stars as O'Connor comes all the way into the offensive zone, shoots and scores. And just like that, it's a 7-3 hockey game. And the running clock stops as the Rinx look to take over and break into the offensive end. But it's O'Connor again in the way. He shoots that across. It's going to be sticked aside over toward Fauci. Fauci on down for O'Connor. Back to Fauci. Fauci back to O'Connor. O'Connor able to pick up that puck at the end boards. He's trying to work it around. Instead, he'll reverse. He gets wiped out of the play there as the Rinx look to come away with it. But instead, it's Russo tapping that puck farther. Russo on the puck. Rinx very much enjoying hitting here in front of Danbury, or excuse me, at Danbury, as the puck comes up to the near point. And that rolling puck into the neutral zone. Kocher takes a slash, no call coming, as Murphy will tuck that puck in. He takes a couple of hits, keeps his skates admirably far side of the ice, and now Fauci leans on his man, comes out front. That one's saved, and it sits in the slot. Then Murphy on his back foot, able to shoot that. It's saved by the Rinx man, and now the Rinx look to come away with it. But a puck out of play, it looked like, and so with 2:05 remaining to go here, it is a face-off that should be just in front of the Rinx bench. Now it's a puck that's dropped. It's won by the Stars. Ramos to carry it into the offensive end. Ramos has a man leaning on him there. He sends it across to the slot. Rinx there first as we tick under 2 minutes left to play in the third. It's the Rinx carrying that puck into the offensive zone and dumping on in. Ramos first to the puck at the end boards, gets bodied there, comes to the back of the cage. Ramos gets it back on a self-pass off the iron, and now it's Gitman picking up that pass from Russo. He gets tripped up there. No call coming once again on what was a pretty obvious tripping call, but with a 4-goal lead and 1:30 left to go in the game, sometimes the officials know to put the rule book in their pocket to keep things moving here, and often they're instructed to do so too by the rink because there are games all day. And so, unfortunate but understandable as that shot goes to the side of the cage. It's now Schaefer pumping that puck up off a man, collects that rolling puck in the slot and sends it up and out of the zone. 1:09 left to go here in the third period. It's the Rinx in the neutral zone with the puck, leaned on there by Bizarro. Nice back check by Russo, takes the puck off his man. Russo carries it through the logo into the offensive zone. Russo tries to go around a man, gets sandwiched by 2 Rinx men, but it's the Stars keeping the puck in the offensive zone at least momentarily. 50 seconds left to go in the third period here as that bouncing puck stays in the neutral zone. Kocher able to touch it farther to himself and give chase. He's got Russo in the slot. Kocher on the puck, on the forehand, tries to throw that around. It's going to find Murphy, who shoots that in, takes a deflection off a body, and it's going to chip up and off the glass. Now the Rinx want more, but it's Murphy getting across to cut out the threat. 28 seconds left to go as Kocher has the puck on his stick, and he's able to throw that in on the forehand over to Bolonic. Bolonic able to swipe it just a bit farther and deeper in the zone. 17 seconds left to go in this game. Stars looking to carry the momentum from the late goal into game 2 here as Murphy leans into his man, far side of the ice. Tries to buy a penalty, but there's no penalty coming as the refs have put the rule book in the pocket for both teams right now. Kocher fires in, hits a body in front. 0.2 seconds left to go, but that's a Rinx victory. We've gone final here in game 1 of the One Hockey Tournament from Danbury, Connecticut. It's the Rinx 7, the Stars 3. Tail of the tape was the tough call against the Stars in the middle frame. And the 4 goals scored on that major is the difference in this game. Well, we'll see you at 4:30. Subject to carrier restrictions right here on Midnight Sports. Until then, stay safe.